Welcome to HDpiano, you're with Dion. Today we're learning how to play Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap. In this part 1 video, we'll learn how to play the first verse of the song. And it sounds like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4. How nice is that? This is one of my all-time favorite songs, so I've been really excited to do a tutorial on this song. And the reason I love it so much, well, it's this beautiful voice vocoder thing, so bringing it onto piano is a really fun challenge. Now, this song is in the key of A major, and the verse moves through a nice pattern of chords of A major to E major, to F sharp minor, to D major. So in music theory, that was what we'd call a 1-5-6-4, a really common chord progression. And what we're playing on the piano here is pretty much everything we can hear the voice and the layers of voice playing. So there'll be some melody, there'll also be a lot of harmony underneath that. So before we get stuck into learning this first verse, big important question for you. If you were playing a $1 million game of hide and seek with someone, for instance, if you remained hidden for a week, or if they found you, whoever's the winner gets $1 million, where would you hide? And also, how would you seek someone out who could hide for $1 million? Let us know in the comments. I'm really keen to see your answers on here. Okay, as I said, A major. Now we're going to be using some really inventive voicings here throughout this song. Middle C is right here. So we're starting off below middle C in this kind of lower register of the piano, which makes things sound, I guess, kind of serious and somber. As we get towards the end of the song, things get a bit brighter. As always, you can find the rest of the song over at hdpiano.com, so follow me there after this one. We're starting with this A major chord, with A, C sharp in the left hand, an E and an A in the right hand. So a nice big 4-note version of A major in root position, spread across 2 hands. We're then going to briefly play the A and the E before landing in an E major shape. And now in our left hand we have the 1st and the 5th, right hand we have the 1st and the 3rd. So E, B, E and G sharp. So we have our A chord, the 2 notes, and then our E major chord. Now those 2 notes happen on beat 4, and our E chord happens on beat 4 and. We're going to hear a lot of this kind of anticipated rhythm throughout this song, playing on lots of 3 ands and 4 ands, so in between our main beats. So after this first bar, we have 4 beats of silence. Then moving into our F sharp minor, we're going to add in to our F sharp minor chord, which would be F sharp and C sharp in the left hand. Ordinarily, that would include an A, which we're playing in the right hand. We're adding in a 9th here, which is this G sharp just below the A. Really nice cluster here. Beautiful kind of voicing of chord. On beat 3 and, we're going to repeat this C sharp in the left hand at the same time as we play an F sharp in the right hand. So we have 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Followed up by our D major. Left hand plays the 1st and the 5th again. Right hand's playing the 3rd and the 5th, which is the F sharp and the A. We're going to add in an E, so we're adding in a 9th again for this chord. So those 2 bars from the F sharp minor, we had our F sharp minor with the added 9, to our D add 9. On beat 3 and, we're going to shift our register of our left hand up to D, close to where our right hand just was. Right hand's going to play E and B. This kind of creates a bit of a suspended sound. Then on our resolution, we're going to resolve that B down to an A. And then our left hand is going to join in this A major kind of feel by playing the first and the third again. So playing those two notes over the D on beats 3 and 4 end. So we have our added 9 chord on beat 1. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then on beat 1 we resolve our left hand to that A major. Let's go through those 4 bars again. We've got a lot to cover here, so I'm moving through fairly quickly. I just want to set the tone for how this whole thing feels just to get us started, and then I'll probably have to keep moving a little bit more quickly. All right, so from the start, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so finishing off that little phrase where I've landed on my A major chord again. It's almost the same as our first bar. So we're doubling up after we play our A chord. Our E major chord comes just after another sort of jump on this A major chord. We're going to keep the A and the C sharp in the left with the E in the right on beat 3 end. And now we're going to play our E on beat 1 of the following bar rather than the beat 4 end. So now we've got the first and the fifth in the left, the third in the right. Heading on to our F sharp minor chord. We're going to do a quick little stop on our E major chord on beat 1. 1, 5 and 1 this time. E, B and E. And then we're going to land back on our F sharp minor on beat 4 end. So from that bar of E we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So some nice fast changes there. That again we have on the E 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. On 3 and we start a little run down and 4 and 1. So the right hand's running down through the scale from A down to E. So we're going to run down, we're going to hold on to the F sharp as we play the E as well, just to keep that little cluster of notes going. As you play the F sharp, the second last note in this run, we're going to play our F sharps and C sharp in our left hand again. So we have, as we land on that E, we're going to left hand play the D and the A again. Okay, moving on, we have another return to A. We're going to play this kind of A suspended 2 chord on beat 3 end after we've finished our little bar of D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hit it twice and then onto an A over E. So we're going to keep the A and the E from this suspended chord. We're going to hold those down. But the suspended second here becomes a C sharp. We're playing that over the top of E. Okay, so I'm going to go over those last 4 bars again, all the way back to our our second A major chord. So we've landed here. Resolving to our E. So I'll count us in. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, keeping moving on. As I said, a lot to cover here. We've landed here on this A over E. Right hand's going to bring up an inversion to an A suspended second or an added 9, but with B up the top of the chord this time. So we have C sharp, E and B all the way at the top here. Left hand's playing an E, and it's going to resolve to an E major chord in second inversion with a B, an E and a G sharp over G sharp. Our next little pair of chords, left hand's going to move from G sharp to F sharp, right hand's going to play B and E, and then land on our third and fifth of our F sharp minor chord. So we have this little kind of pair of chords, or two pairs of chords. So they happen on beats 4 and 4 and of each of those bars. That's after landing on our A on E. From the previous bar we had 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. On beat 3 and following this, left hand keeps dropping down. We're going to drop down to E. Right hand's playing a first, a third, and a first of our A major chord. A, C sharp, and A over E. Up to a D over F sharp. D major in second inversion here. So we have A over E to D on F sharp. Again on beats 3 and then on 4 and we hit the D over F sharp. So we've come down from the 4 and 1 and 2, oh sorry, wrong bass notes in the left hand. 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. On beat 1 and, right hand plays an E. On beat 2, we land on our A and our D again for our D over F sharp. Hold that all the way through to beat 4. Right hand's going to play A and C sharp as our left hand continues to hold down the F. On beat 4 and, we have A and D over the F sharp. And then on beat 1 in the next bar, dropping down to E with our left hand. On beat 2, just the E and just the A. Again, from this big A over E, we have the A over E, D over F sharp, bringing it down, and resolving it to our A major. I'm going to go from those 4 bars again, nice and slow with counting. Okay, for our A over E, we're going to land from the previous bar in with our A suspended 2 chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're nearly there. Last couple of bars. Going to stay on E in the left hand. We're going to play an E major chord. E, G sharp, and B. So root position with both hands combined. We're going to open that out to add an E at the top, playing on beats 1 and 2, holding it for the rest of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand is going to drop down to our F sharp and C sharp, 1 and 5. Right hand plays F sharp, and then plays a nice little cluster of G sharp, A, and C sharp. Again, this is our F sharp minor with an added 9th, which is the G sharp. On beat 1, we have I guess, simple version. Beat 2, we play all the extra notes. Hold that for the rest of the bar. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then holding this A and the C in the right hand, left hand drops to D and A, right hand plays E and F sharp. So show that little maneuver again. We had this little cluster of notes. Hold down the A and the C sharp as you move to F sharp and E in the right, and our first and fifth from our D major chord in the left. And that finishes off the first verse. So let me take you through those last 4 bars with counting, then I'll do the whole lot with counting if I can, and then I'll go through once more at full speed. As I said, a lot to cover. All right, so we've come in from our big A over E section. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, start to finish about that speed, kind of slowly, then we'll ramp it up to full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll tell you what, I said I was going to go slowly, I lied. That was actually full speed. So a bit of a trick there. All right, so actually you now have played it at full speed, which means there's nothing left to do but to practice. Use the video speed controls to help you work through all those tricky changes. Join me at HDpiano for the rest of the parts. Answer your question in the comments, leave your requests at HDpiano, and follow us on all socials at HDpiano as well. My name is Dion, and bye for now.